go over this article that I thought was interesting in the Darrell Brooks case. It says Wisconsin parade crash case and issue in Supreme Court race. All right, so it says again, Wisconsin parade crash case and issue in Supreme Court case. Madison, Wisconsin, a judge who oversaw the trial of a man convicted in killing 6 people when he drove his SUV through a Christmas parade route. Last year's national exposure and encouragement she got for handling the case is not why she's running for the pivotal Wisconsin Supreme Court seat. But Dan Kelly, one of her challengers and a fellow conservative, said Thursday that the case is the only reason Waukesha County Circuit Judge Jennifer Dorow got the race. I'm struggling to think of any other reason that she would believe she would be a qualified candidate for the Supreme Court. So he's throwing a little shade on her campaign because, all the attention she received. And listen, make no mistakes about it, she did a great job in this case. But he just pointing out that the only reason why she's getting all of this attention is because of the case. This marks the first time since Wisconsin Supreme Court race became highly partisan that more than one conservative is running. Dorow and Kelly are the 2 conservative candidates. The 2 liberal candidates, Milwaukee County Circuit Judge Janet Protaskowitz, I'm butchering her name, and Dane County Circuit Judge Everett Mitchell, are also vying for an open seat. Voters will narrow the field to 2 candidates on February 21st, primary, with the winner elected April 4th. The winner will determine whether conservatives maintain their majority on the Supreme Court or liberals take control headed into the 2024 presidential election. Now, the deeply partisan court has had a final say on upholding several Republican priorities for the past decade plus, including heavily gerrymandered legislative maps and a law effectively ending collective bargaining rights for public workers. Dorow was flooded with fan mail and gifts for how she dealt with the oftentimes unruly defendant Darrell Brooks, who represented himself during the live stream trial. The jury convicted Brooks, and Dorow sentenced him to life in prison without a chance for release. Now, Dorow, in an interview with the Associated Press on Thursday, said she had to weigh many factors when deciding whether to run, including whether she could mount a winnable campaign. I think she can. No doubt, the exposure helps with that, she said in a news conference of the Brooks trial, but I am not running for the Supreme Court because of the Brooks case. I am running because I believe I'm the best candidate for the job. Still, she said the Brooks case gave voters a unique opportunity to see me in action, which I agree. And I think this is a snapshot in time of what I am capable of doing and what I will do going forward. But Kelly, who has been in the race since September, said normally candidates for the court have a track record of scholastic and a serious approach to the law that can be examined. I think she do. Just go back and look at her previous cases, and that will show her track record. I think, and also she got the scholastic track record. She doesn't have any of that. I beg him differ, Kelly said. She has the Brooks trial. I don't know anything else she brings to the table other than the Brooks trial. Wow, this is really some strong words here. Dorow, in an email to the AP sent in response to Kelly's comment, said, I gladly compare my background and credentials to any of the candidates, including Dan, who was never a trial judge and never a prosecutor. There you go. He was never a trial judge and he was never a prosecutor. She was. Democrats went even further in criticizing Dorow, with State Party Executive Director Devin Remiker accusing Dorow of trying to capitalize on the tragedy. Do you guys think that she's trying to capitalize on the tragedy? I think the majority are going to say no. I think I really think that. I don't think she's trying to. It just so happens that she presided over a high profile trial, and this gained steam for the Supreme Court. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think she knows that this was coming. She was prepared for it, or whoever her advisor is said, look, you know, these shots are coming. We hope that throughout the campaign, she refrains from commenting any further about the Brooks trial so she does not put the outcome in jeopardy, he said. Oh, he really going after it, huh? Dorow launched her run for the Supreme Court on Wednesday, exactly 2 weeks after sentencing Brooks to nearly 3 months after Kelly got in. This is her first statewide race. Dorow, she's 52 years old, and Kelly is 58, were appointed to the bench by former Republican Governor Scott Walker. He appointed Dorow as a Waukesha County Circuit Judge in 2011, and Kelly to the state Supreme Court in 2016. Dorow won election unopposed twice in the GOP stronghold of Waukesha County and a Milwaukee suburb, while Kelly lost in 2020 election in his run for a full 10-year term on the bench. Dorow said in her 11 years of judicial experience is a critical asset she would bring to the court, in addition to her past private practice experiences as a criminal defense attorney and prosecutor. So she has a lot of experience here that you cannot deny. Kelly had not served as a judge before Walker appointed him to the Supreme Court. Both of the liberal candidates are judges. Kelly argued that conservatives now, know what they're getting with him, given his years spent in the Supreme Court, but they don't know with Dorow. I tell you what they're getting. They're getting a fresh person coming in with fresh ideas. That's what they're getting. And they're getting an outstanding judge. I don't think they're in the mood to listen to this. I don't think they're in the mood to gamble with who would be the next Supreme Court justice is going to be, Kelly said. All right, look, let me just close with this. She's prepared for this. This is getting political, and she's prepared for it. Whoever that's advising her on her campaign must have said to her, listen, you're running for this coveted title. There's going to be some shade thrown your way. So I think she responded very well. What say you? Do you think that it was largely because of this Darrell Brooks trial? Listen, hey, she presided over the trial, did a very good job. She got a lot of exposure. People know her. There's nothing wrong with that. But she also had prior experience that can't be ignored. So they have to look at that in its totality. But I think in the end, she's going to win. What say you? Drop a comment below. Guys, thank you for watching. Please do me a favor. Give us a like and also share. That'll be greatly appreciated. Also subscribe and hit the bell notification so you can get updated on our latest content as it drops. Thank you for all the new members and subscribers. I appreciate you. Guys, I will see you in the next video. Take care.